Welcome to Chef Myra's Kitchen with me, Chef Myra, where we make the simplest and delicious meals for you and your family. So today, guys, I'm so excited, because we are taking a trip to the coast. Yes, I want to prepare a dish. Mostly is served in the coast. Actually, the main ingredient is from the coast, while another main ingredient is from the lakeside. Can you guess? You probably know it. Yes, we are making fish in coconut sauce. How delicious is that, guys? I'm so excited because anytime it's making food, I know we're taking a journey to a different place, and that's how we learn culture. That's how we get to understand how people make their food and why they do it like that. So join me, let's prepare some fish in coconut sauce. On to our ingredients. We'll be using some onions, tomatoes, pili pili hoho or capsicum, danias. Now if you take a look at this dania, we'll be using the leaves and the stalks all at different stages. So you want to stick around so that I can show you how to do that. And then our two major ingredients, fish. Whoops. We'll be having some fish. Some coconut cream. And for our spices, some curry powder, some tomato paste, turmeric, roiko, and salt to your taste. So come on, let's take this journey to the coastal Kenya. So we'll just first start by preparing, and I first want to chop my onions, danias, tomatoes, and hoho. Let's mince our garlic. I'm going to be using about 4 garlic cloves. You can tweak it according to the amount of fish you're cooking. And now I want us to start preparing our coconut sauce. Once your onions are a bit translucent, you can add your salt and your garlic. So give it a quick mix. Make sure the garlic is getting ready. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We're going to add our tomato paste. Guys, the secret to good food is cooking your spices. Especially your tomato paste. Make sure your tomato paste is cooked. That's why I'm putting it at this point, so that I allow it to cook. We're going to add our tomatoes and our spices. You can put about a teaspoon, some turmeric, half a teaspoon, and 2 roiko beef cubes. Add some little water, very little water, to allow the spices to cook. A good stir and allow your tomatoes to cook. At this point, you can add in some coconut cream. Add about half a cup. This is half a cup of cream, depending with the amount of fish you're cooking. Give it a good mix. so many spices because I don't want to overpower the coconut taste. I want the coconut taste to be my main taste. That's why I'm not using a lot of spices. I'm using very minimal spices. Guys, oof, the smell here is amazing. Amazing, nothing short of amazing. This is what guys from the coastal Kenya are having. These are some of the things that we are missing out on, guys. The only way to experience, not the only way, but the best way to experience culture is through food. Hey! Mimi niko Mombasani side, eh? No, when you cook a coastal dish, even in Swahili. Samaki tunayo hatuna. We have not. I'm going to add a bit of my coconut. Desiccated coconut. Add more later. I'm going to add more towards the end of my cooking. So put in water. Just want to prepare my fish by cutting off excess tails, not all of it, just a few or two, so that they are able to fit in my saucepan. Time for the fish to dive in. Dive into the coconut goodness. Wonderful, wonderful. Then you just want to baste. Make sure that the coconut stew or sauce is touching all areas of the fish. Then we're going to let it soak in just for a little while, and then we remove it. Okay. Oops, coconut goodness right here. You want to cover this for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we enjoy some coconut stew. No, then we will be enjoying some fish in coconut stew. This is what all the coastal Kenya is all about, the coconut flavor. And I'm in for this wonderful flavor. I'm here for this. Woo, coconut we have not. Hey. Very gently so that you don't break your fish. Just turning it very, very gently. Make sure you don't break the fish. Now my fish had been deep fried enough to be eaten while deep fried. That way you don't have to let it sit in the coconut sauce for long. The coastal flavor, amazing coastal flavor. Amazing. You can cover this for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much fish you're cooking. Coconut stew, fish coconut stew is almost ready. I'm so excited. Do you guys get excited like I do? Huh? Whenever I'm cooking, my people, I get so excited. It's therapeutic to me actually. And I also get to explore different cultures. Our fish is almost done. I'll be serving this fish with ugali, and I have made a video on that. So kindly make sure you go check it out. But you can serve yours with some rice, you can serve it with some chapati, or you can just have it like that. I mean, why not? Once our fish is almost ready, you remember the leftover desiccated coconut? We're just going to sprinkle that on top with some dania leaves, and then you just, just put in just a bit towards the end. We give it 5 seconds, and then we're done. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Our fish is ready. Guys, this will not see the table. My 10-year-old is the camera lady. She does an amazing job behind the camera. By the way, she's also a photographer. If you want to book her for children's gigs, go ahead and DM me. Healthy way of cooking your fish, especially if you have children, they're going to love it and enjoy it. I'm going to be having this with ugali, so kindly check out that video after this, and I'll see you there. Thank you for coming to this journey, and as we say at the end, adios amigos. Subscribe.